back to benjaminutes. My name is Benjamin, and let's chat for a minute. If you've been watching this channel for a while, you may remember I made a video a while back about how much I hate Florida. And the vast majority of people who have lived in Florida agree, with some exceptions. I got a couple really angry messages from people who loved Florida, and some not so angry ones. In fact, the majority of people who disagreed with me were actually pretty mature about it. But my favorite argument in favor of Florida was the fact that everyone kept saying, but you have Disney World, you have Universal Studios, you have insert name of theme park here. But wait a second.
Vacation there, but don't live there.
What was that? Sorry, I didn't quite hear that.
Vacation there, but don't live there.
Sorry, I still didn't get it. Just one more time? One more time.
Vacation there.
Were we even watching the same video? Seriously, there's a reason that Florida has one of the largest tourism industries out of any other US state. There are so many millions of dollars poured into tourism for Florida. Yes, it has good tourism. Like, are you kidding me? Fucking Harry Potter World is cool as shit. I'm not even that big of a fan of Harry Potter, and I can say that park is cool as shit. If you're wanting to vacation to Florida and do it for the sake of having fun, go right the fuck ahead. You'll probably have a good time. But if you do go there, kind of try and aim for winter, because again, winter for Florida is like summer for everywhere else. Seriously, I may hate Florida, but even I can admit that it does have some pretty cool stuff to see. It's just that I can't personally think of any good reason to actually live there. The other major argument was made because I mentioned that I live in the desert now and I sweat substantially less, which is absolutely true. I've lived here for a year now, and I can honestly say, and this is in no way hyperbolic, I'm being 100% genuine, that I sweat so much fucking less. And there are actually multiple reasons for that. Florida commonly has very high humidity levels, and the problem with humidity is that it gets very, very hot everywhere. In the Nevada desert, you can stand in the shade and you will cool down because you're not in direct sunlight anymore. Whereas in Florida, standing in the shade does almost nothing. In fact, it's sometimes almost preferable to be out in direct sunlight because standing in the shade almost feels like you're fucking boiling. I remember the first night that I lived here, I walked outside at night and was fucking amazed that it wasn't hot. Because in Florida, it stays hot night and day because of the humidity. Also, another thing I noticed whilst living in the desert is that sweating actually functions the way it's supposed to. You see, sweating is supposed to cool you down in two ways. One, it makes your skin wet, so it just automatically starts making you feel cooler instantly. But secondly, your sweat evaporates, which takes some of the heat off the surface of your body. But in Florida, that won't work because there's already too much fucking water in the air. You sweat and it stays, just rolling down your face, making you feel fucking disgusting and not cooler in any way. Whereas in the desert, there's almost no humidity, so my sweat actually evaporates and makes me feel cooler. Now look, if you really, really love Florida all that much, it's not like I hate you as a person. All it means is your opinions are wrong. But no, seriously, like it's nothing personal. If you love Florida, I don't actually have a problem with you, dude. You do you. I just personally hate everything about Florida. But I actually have an interesting story for you guys now. The story of how I first realized I wanted to be anywhere but Florida. For the most part, I was aware of all the super racist Southerners, and I had gotten used to all the disgusting mosquitoes. For some reason, I had subconsciously just assumed that there were super racist rednecks everywhere in the world, and there were super disgusting mosquitoes everywhere in the world. Like, oh, things are terrible here. They must be terrible everywhere. But no, when I first went off to college, a couple months after being there, my AC broke in the middle of summer, and the AC didn't get fixed for a month. Thanks, apartment complex. And I was forced to sleep on friends' couches because I literally could not bear sitting in my apartment. I'm not sure it was as lethal as sitting in a hot car or something like that, but it definitely fucking felt like it. I remember standing in this apartment with a fan directly in my face, and all I could think was, you know, if I literally lit myself on fire right now, that might actually cool me down a little bit. Honestly, I have no idea how people lived in Florida prior to the invention of air conditioning. I mean, let's be honest, those people are the real heroes. And again, if you really love Florida, then whatever, dude, you do you. If you really love nestling down in between Satan's hot, sweaty butt cheeks, that's all up to you, dude. I'm just saying I don't hate myself nearly enough to ever live there again. God damn, it is 90% humidity in Florida right now.
You can't take me to Florida. I ain't going back to Florida.
Florida has almost as many bloodthirsty, disgusting parasites as it has Donald Trump supporters. Oh wait, those are the same thing.
You're a failure!
And this happened 3 nights in a row. It got to the point where by the 3rd night, I was like writing down plans of attack